Hello guys, my name is Ksenia, I'm a vocalist and vocal coach, and here we are talking about Chinchilla again. You wanted me to listen to Fingers live, so we are doing this today. You know what's going to happen. I'm going to talk a lot, so I'm going to pause a lot, so if you don't want to hear my thoughts, then go ahead and listen to the full song. I would actually love for you to do that, so please do that. It will be really nice of you. And of course, if you want to have a lesson with me, then the link will be in the description. And if you want to check my other Ren and Chinchilla's reactions, then go ahead and check the description as well. The links are there, and let's get started. I am actually excited. Okay. Tristan. Ooh.
Probably saw me let go. Panicked and you said hello. Swallowing the words you say. You know I'm not okay. But let me tell I ran cold. Now you're coming back for more. You know me, you know I'll cave, but scars will never fade. So meet me to a clock the same as always. Favorite spot, and one by one I'll cut your fingers clean off, so you can never pull me down.
Ooh. Okay.
One by one I'll box them up, scream murder. No, you can never hurt no one.
Wait. Let's go back. Wow. This is so theatrical. Her face, her nails, always. I know you told me that she created like this persona with the nails and with the makeup and with the costumes. And she's like using those. That is so cool. And her voice. That girl can sing. Okay. Wow. There was a lot of air in the beginning. She was switching back and forth from falsetto to fuller notes. But it wasn't too loud. It was actually really quiet. And there was some staccato notes like tun, 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 tun. Let's do it from the beginning. I have the lyrics in here. Let's do it. And that was also so quiet. That was falsetto or head voice. So quiet. And later, when she's turning, you can see that the mic is really close because it's so quiet and there's so much air. And also when you have the mic closer to your lips, it accentuates the air in your vocals. That is so cool. Anyway, really quiet, really close to the mic. Falsetto, air, beautiful. My goodness.
Probably saw me let go. Panicked and you said hello. Swallowing the words you say. You know I'm not okay. But let me tell I ran cold. Now you're coming back for more. You know me, you know I'll cave, but scars will never fade. So meet me to a clock the same as always. Favorite spot, and one.
Wait, I want to go back before this part. It was so cool. The higher notes were in falsetto, and then she was seamlessly, smoothly switching on her way down in pitch to the chest voice, but it wasn't this like really dark and fuller chest. It was still quite soft and delicate. This like na 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 being falsetto and na being chest. Such a smooth transition, beautiful, I love.
No, I'm not okay.
And this, you know I'm not okay. So quiet and so precise. And her ornamentations, this like na na, they are usually really precise, meaning that she has a lot of control and agility. So cool.
But let me tell her ain't cold.
That was louder.
Now you're coming back for more.
In this, now you're coming back for more. She was switching on to falsetto and then going back to chest, falsetto, chest. Again, lots of control. And also when you are singing without thinking about the technique, it may just come on its own, because when you are too much in your head, it might be really hard to sing really expressively. But when you are just singing naturally, it may just come to you on its own, because your feelings are going to kind of drive you and going to get you there. And I feel like this is also important to say, because she is really there and she's delivering every single word. I mean, I love her voice. You know that.
You know me, you know I'll cave, but scars will never fade. So meet me to a clock the same as always. Favorite spot, and one by one I'll cut your fingers clean off, so you can never pull me down. One by one, I'll box them up, scream murder. No, you can never hurt no one.
That was just so beautiful to watch, not only to listen, but the way she moves and her eyes and like the nails and everything. But focus on the technique. Honestly, it was so cool when she was doing this one by one eye. So switching from chest on one and to falsetto by. And you need to, again, be really precise on your jumps when you're jumping to falsetto, because it's so staccato. You need to be really engaged with your support muscles. And then when she went down in pitch, she added more body to the sound, and it was a little darker also. So there's more space in here and there's more air. Nice. I want to go back a little and then we are continuing.
Box them up, scream murder.
Murder! Jump, an octave jump. Wow. Easy.
No, you can never hurt no one.
And she's also attacking the consonants, especially when she's saying k. No, you can never hurt no one. It's really focused and like contained, but so cool. Now I'm doing this with my fingers. I love.
So tell me where you're gone.
Oof.
And tell me, is the fun gone? Whoa.
Oof.
Maybe I should shed a tear, 'cause this was me last year. So meet me late at night where no one hears us. I won't bite, and one
Wait, I want to go back.
box them up, scream murder. No, you can never hurt no one.
I love.
So tell me where you're gone.
That was a little nasal. That's what I was thinking. Nah. What's the lyrics? So tell me where you're gone. It was not gone with the twang. It was more, so tell me where we're gone. This is a little there. It's going upwards to the nose instead of going forward. But still sounds so nice. Nasality, by the way, is not a mistake. And a lot of people mistaken twang with nasality. So I'll put a picture in here. I am so tired. The twang is when we are narrowing the space in here with the epiglottic funnel. It goes like this and it creates this like, where's my fingers? It creates this kind of shape in the vocal tract. And nasality is when the air, we have the nasal passage in here. Again, the picture will be here. And the air goes through the nose. Anyway, she was a little nasal there, but it's just a tool that we use to make the sound lighter. And you can hear that it's really light up there. And again, you can use it as an artistic choice, but it's not a mistake. I also remember when people were blaming Ariana Grande for being so nasal. Oh my God, it's so horrible. It's not. I'm so passionate today. I love.
One by one, I'll box them up, scream murder.
Cool.
No, you can never hurt no one.
We all had that one guy.
So tell me where you're gone. And tell me, is the fun gone? Whoa. Maybe I should shed a tear, 'cause this was me last year. So mean me late at night where no one.
I love this. When no. Again, pentatonic scale. If you want to learn riffs and runs, learn pentatonic scales. But again, she was way louder on higher notes, which is again natural. The higher we sing, the louder the volume gets. And then she went to this more chest voice with air, with really soft sound character. It was way more quiet. So she just switching back and forth. And again, she's telling the story. So we need to have different auditory experiences, you can say. I love this phrase today. I used it twice already. And this I want but changing from the slider I to but, it's really darker. She can do a lot of cool things. And again, this clean, really light, clean off. And she just throws it there. So cool.
So you can never pull me down. One by one, I'll box them up, scream murder. So you can never hurt no one.
There was some rattle on murder. There was something there. And she went with the chest the second time.
So you can never pull me down.
I love her eyes.
One by one, I'll box them up, scream murder.
Murder! There was some grit there in the end. Not on the note, which is interesting, but after she let go of the note, there was this like, kind of thing happening. So cool.
So you can never hurt no one.
And this little cry there, so you can never hurt no one. And it's easy to add on H onset, this because there's air that goes through here when we say H, and it just helps with this vocal break, this like crying quality. Beautiful.
I'll box them up, scream murder. So you can
So
never
cool. I've never heard anybody do that. What? Wait. What just happened? Can I go back? What's the lyrics? The mouth. What was that? What's the lyrics? Wait. No, hell have no fury like a woman scorned. Can I listen to it again?
Hurt no one.
That was so cool.
Hell hath no fury like a woman.
This is so cool because she's going higher in pitch, but she, I feel like, has the soft palate raised, which makes the sound a little more round, even classically-ish sounding. This no, it's not hey, it's oh, it's a little there, it's a little more round. Wow. And this is the chest with air.
No fury like a
Woo. Wow.
woman scorned.
And this scorns? I don't know that word. But when she's singing that in the end, she's making it darker, and she add this like really fast vibrato, and then she lets go of vibrato. There's so much happening in that phrase. My goodness, I am going to listen to it again. I'm not sorry. It's beautiful.
Hell hath no fury like a woman scorned.
Oh, beautiful. With the vocal break in the end.
And when your fingers clean off,
Woo!
so you can never pull me down. When I box them up, scream murder,
Woo!
so you can never hurt no one.
I'm scared of her now.
And if I were you,
We are going back. Wait, there was so much happening in here. My goodness, where was that? No, in here. Wow.
and when I cut your fingers clean off.
So she went an octave higher. Woman, what are you doing? So one by one, I cut your fingers clear. Something like that. And then this is, by the way, A5. And when she went there with this mix, I guess you call it, I don't know, but this like clear. This was not falsetto. This was like a belty, lighter sound, and her mouth shape. And to be able to do that, you really need to help yourself. Raise the larynx, add the twang, open the mouth, give it some smile, give more support energy. What? And those falsetto, insanely beautiful. And this I cried there. My goodness. Oof. So light. Gosh! So cool. Oof.
So you can never pull me down.
And then she went lower in pitch. Clean up, so you can never hurt me down. I don't know the notes, but that was darker, completely different, and so beautiful.
Fingers clean off, so you can never pull me down.
And she makes it staccato there in the end. Agility, you guys, train your agility, and your larynx needs to move when you're doing all of those things. Don't let it just stay there. Beautiful.
Fingers clean off,
That's so much darker.
Up, scream murder.
It was like a yeah. It was like a Christina Aguilera style ish rattle there, or like a growl. And those lower notes were so much darker. It's there. She has way more space in here. Again, she's switching from all of these cool things. And again, it's so theatrical. It's like I can feel every single word. Wow, I'm rooting for you, girl. That's amazing.
I'll box them up, scream murder. So you can never hurt no one.
And again, this no a little nasally. But again, in this case, it's just like an artistic choice to deliver this kind of emotion. Beautiful.
And if I were you, I wouldn't wanna fall asleep. 'Cause karma's coming back for you. And she's in the shape of me. And if I were you,
something there, but she has like a rattle there on high notes. So cool. She kind of reminds me of Christina Aguilera on this one. Not 100%, because Aguilera sounds a little more, there's more twang, and it's also a little darker, and probably maybe because of that louder, but she has some quality of that kind of sound with this rattle or growl on top. I'm not sure what that is. Some kind of grit there. And it's so powerful. And whenever you add any effects, whether it's, I don't know, vibrato, ornamentations, growl, rattle, distortion, it all needs to be connected to emotions. And here you can just see that. You can just feel the emotions. So beautiful.
karma's coming back for you. And she's in the shape of me. And if I were you,
Oof. And this, so easy.
I wouldn't wanna fall asleep.
Fall asleep. What? And she also made it darker. Excuse me.
Shape of me. And if I were you, I wouldn't wanna fall asleep.
Sleep. What? Also, look at her mouth on higher notes, especially. It's so beautiful. I say that in every video, but please open your mouth and you sing. Everybody has that problem.
'Cause karma's coming back for you.
Oof.
And she's in the shape of me, shape of me, shape of one by one.
My God. What?
And I'm gonna one by one.
That was so quiet.
So keep them close to you.
I'm afraid of her.
Put your keys in your knuckles like I have to.
My goodness, can we listen to this again?
Coming back for you. And she's in the shape of me, shape of me, shape of one by one.
What was that? That was so cool.
And I'm gonna one by one.
It's so quiet. Wow.
So keep them close to you. Put your keys in your knuckles like I have to.
Put your hand keys. So quiet and so light. My goodness. I'm not going to say that I'm not scared after this one, but that was really entertaining. Chinchilla doesn't disappoint, right? She has so many cool tools in her toolbox, in her voice. She can do so many different things, and it all sounds like it belongs there. You know what I'm saying? Like, it's so thoughtful and it's so detailed and it's so vulnerable and it's so theatrical. Every single time I listen to her voice, I'm just getting more and more obsessed with her. Anyway, tell me what you think about that. Thank you to those who recommended that to me. You guys recommend me the best songs ever. I'm so happy. So thank you for that. If you have more, please write it down in the comments. I would love to do more of Chinchilla, of Ren. I have so many songs already written down. So stay tuned. Tell me what you think about this video. I'm in love with her voice. That was incredible. And I'll see you in my next one. Bye, guys.